Adding content part 2. Yes, I ran out a bit of time. Actually, I had to go into a school run. So we did adding text. Now let's look at some of the other things you can add to a video. So the first thing you might want to add is an image. So you go and choose your image, which may well be a logo. I think I'll put a logo up here. There's a logo. If I open that image, it gets uploaded. I could give it a wee border, or I can make it semi-transparent. Perhaps it's going to look a little bit better on screen. I can, of course, position it. We'll do that in a second. Remember that one. And I can give it an action. So I want this image here to go and perhaps launch a web page. So if maybe I want it to go and launch Luma1. So I just go and grab that URL, where we are, and let's make it go to a web page. No action, launch URL. What's the URL? It's that. Save that. So that image is going to do that. The metadata we've been through before. When do I want it to come on? Well, normally with something like a logo, I probably want it to be on the whole duration of the film, maybe not on the first frame. So perhaps coming on at 1 second, perhaps doing a nice fade on. And then if I drag my wee button down the bottom here, I can timestamp that. That's the end of the video. Okay, that's a black frame. So let's take that off a couple of seconds, save that. And what we now have is this logo, which is far too big. So let's drag this down here. This is actually a logo for both the companies I work with. And let's position it up there. Let's make it like that. And come back here. Remember to save. So that's one new bit of content added, which is an image. Another bit of content. So maybe we'll take the film on a couple, I don't know, a few seconds here. So here we are. Here's a lady on the phone on the train. Now we could upload a video, but I'm just going to speed it up and reuse some content. So that will be its own lesson. But for now, let's look for a bit of video. In my system, the first thing I've got is, what's that? 5 seconds of video. There we are. Perfect. Very quick. Let's say what kind of size you can see. We want it to go there. What do I want it to do? Well, I definitely want it to pause the video when it comes on. And as I said, add a few frames so it hits the mark. And I'm going to have that coming on from the right just because it will make things work nicely. So this video, I say, maybe is working with something which is going on there. What other interactions could we add? Sound. I never had sound, to be honest. I don't like that one, but I do like slides. So do I want to, let's remember to save, do I want to add a slide deck? I do. So let's first of all define those slides, and I will go and get them from, I need to get them from a zip file. Let me go and find a zip file and import. Okay, so here we are with a lady on a train. She's looking at some video on her phone. Now, if I want to add some video here, just remember to save, I can upload some video, but I just want to show you something else because I can't be bothered to wait for an upload. I can reuse content. So if I reuse content and look for some video I've already got in the system, I can do a search. I've got loads of video already here. I don't know, what do I want? This is a very interesting film I made about cats being a genius. Health and safety demo. What's that look like? There we go. So it's just me doing a demo. So not particularly beautiful. So here we are. Here's a lady on the phone on the train. Now we could upload a video, but I'm just going to speed it up and reuse some content. So that will be its own lesson. But for now, let's look for a bit of video. In my system, the first thing I've got is, what's that? 5 seconds of video. There we are, perfect, very quick. Let's say what kind of size. You can see we wanted to go there. What do I want it to do? Well, I definitely want it to pause the video when it comes on. And I said, add a few frames so it hits the mark. And I'm going to have that coming on from the right just because it will make things work nicely. So this video, I say, maybe is working with something which is going on there. What other interactions could we add? Sound. I never had sound, to be honest. I don't like that one, but I do like slides. So do I want to, let's remember to slave, do I want to add a slide deck? I do. So let's first of all define those slides, and I will go and get the one on the desktop. Where do we go to the desktop? There's some slides. They're called slides. We import that, and here are my slides. So there's a lot of controls here. Again, that's a different lesson, let's say, but for now we've got the slide deck. Save that, and here we have a context ready slide deck. Again, fantastic feature. Never ends, does it? Finally, list is bullet pointing a list, and I think that deserves its own tutorial. And documents. So again, if I move over, so list will come back to in another lesson. Documents, I think, is a fabulous addition. So again, let's move this on a wee bit.
Always learning.
Now, did I ask that one to pause the video? Let's double check. Yes, I did. So that's good. So that one, we check this.
Always learning.
Right, so this chat might be, or this may be a trigger in your video for some documents. So if I add documents, again, let's go and choose that file. And have I got, what have I got here? I don't know. Learning Designer PDF. That's an advert we just did, I think. So if I save that, it's going to ask me for the name of that document. So we'll just call it document name. That's easy to remember. Stylize it here, of course. Let's give it a background color which is kind of in context, and a foreground color which again is in context. Let's see if I can pick out one of his flowers. There we go. And save all of that and close that. And here we now have, well, you can't see it very well actually, so let's give it a bit of a border. A solid border which is quite wide and is white. White. Save it now. And what's it going to do when it comes on? It's going to pause the video so you can go and get that document. Brilliant. So let's have a quick look what that all looks like. Come back to the beginning here. Preview.
At home, at work.
There's the logos. I'll turn the sound off. Yeah, so you saw the logo come up there. And here is our video. I want her to watch the video, or the user. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here's that slide deck. I forgot to add the controls, but that's an easy thing. We'll go back to that another time. And then finally, there's the documents. If I want to go and get that document, and that's really good if you are doing some training or you want to distribute documents in the right place in the video. Make it easy for someone to get them. Bang, click on that, and here we are. Here is our document. Wonderful. Back here. That is adding content, mainly everything. Obviously, I didn't do how to do a list, but I think it deserves its own little tutorial another time. But you get the picture. And